In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, everyday life has been impacted for people around the world. This, of course, includes the day-to-day operations of our firefighters who respond to nearly 500 calls for service every day. Today, I'm joined by CAL FIRE Battalion Chief Gad Amith, who oversees the Emergency Medical Services Bureau, to discuss how our department has handled this dynamic situation. Good afternoon, Chief. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Can you describe for our viewers how is our department responding to the COVID-19 situation?
Well, we started getting very concerned in late January and began to develop the understanding that we indeed will face a worldwide pandemic. As such, we developed a pandemic response plan for the Riverside County Fire Department, which included a very specific response algorithm for our first responders. The algorithm was designed to provide them maximum protection every time they respond to a medical emergency, and it has a twofold purpose. On the one, it's to protect the first responders, and the other piece of it is to protect the public that we respond to. As the pandemic began to become more embedded and the disease started manifesting itself in Riverside County, we've introduced several other algorithms that are designed to protect our employees while responding to skilled nursing facilities, subacute care facilities, such as dental offices, dialysis centers, urgent care centers, and assisted living facilities. The emphasis throughout has been to provide maximum protection to our first responder and prevent any opportunity to make any one of our employees sick.
How would you say this has impacted their day-to-day lives?
In a very dramatic fashion. Every aspect of their life has been impacted by this, both professionally, personally, socially, and their entire culture 24/7 has been impacted. It goes without saying that this has placed a tremendous amount of stress on our first responders. They're human beings just like the rest of the community. And the need to wear personal protective equipment, which at times can get to be cumbersome, it can get to be hot, it's obstructing their ability to do certain things, have placed additional burden, and the overall fear and anxiety and fear to their families, to their coworkers, and to themselves has made things extraordinarily difficult. However, I'm happy to report that our first responders are doing very well. They are responding, as you mentioned, to several hundred calls a day, and we provide excellent service despite current requirements and despite the fact that we're living through a pandemic.
For the folks that work in your EMS bureau, how is their day-to-day changed? How are they responding to the situation?
Early on, we have placed the entire facility where the EMS bureau is located, which is at Ben Clark Training Center in Riverside, where the only people allowed into our offices are the employees themselves. We have instituted some very stringent requirements of cleaning surfaces, work surfaces, the kitchen area, washing of hands, and required all of our employees to wear surgical masks while on duty and maintain social distancing and minimize contact with each other to the absolute minimum. And once again, a lot of them do not come from suppression positions, from first response positions. So clearly, the stress takes a toll on them and their families, but they're working around the clock to support response personnel and to provide the services that we're known for.
Well, I know we definitely appreciate that. Is there anything that you'd like to tell our viewers, any advice you might have for them?
Absolutely. In the last several days, guidance has come out from the California Department of Public Health, and more notably, the Riverside County Health Department, the health officer, Dr. Cameron Kaiser, asking the public to wear some sort of face cover while out in the public domain. It is incredibly important to understand that coupled with the previous measures, which is to stay at home, minimize any kind of unnecessary trips, and keep your face protected, does the following. It prevents one person who is coughing be able to emit droplets that may contain the virus on surfaces somebody else can touch unprotected and become contagious from the disease. It is imperative that every member of the public stays at home, shelters at home to the best of their abilities, maintains social distancing from others, and at all times covers their faces, both outdoors and indoors.
Thank you, Chief. It's very important information. And I want to thank you for your time. We definitely appreciate that. We'll let you get back to work.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Please remember, the best way that you can battle this virus is to stay in place, maintain your space, and cover your face. For more information and to stay up to date with COVID-19 response in Riverside County, please visit rivcoph.org/coronavirus. For CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department, I'm Rob Racine.